As theaters let the first customers in to see colors, they were taking no chances. Extra security was on hand at movie houses across South Florida. IDs are being demanded of anyone suspected of being under 17 trying to see the R-rated movie.
I feel discriminated because we know about gangs too. There's nothing wrong with that.
1988 was the year Tom Cruise learned how to make a cocktail, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito found out they were twins, and Steve Martin and Michael Caine were revealed to be dirty, rotten scoundrels. Meanwhile, Emilio Estevez led a pack of young guns, Kevin Costner joined the Durham Bulls, and we all learned that the guy who played Beetlejuice was gonna be Batman.
It's showtime.
We're taking you through all of the best movie-related news and events of the 1980s. This is Timeline Movies. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. This one is about 1988. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History channel and let us know in the comments below about your favorite movie memories from 1988. Now, are you ready to find out what was going on in movies the year everyone stopped worrying and decided to be happy because of that annoying Bobby McFerrin song?
Yep.
The Rolling Stones can't get no satisfaction, but Justine Bateman and Liam Neeson can in the comedy Satisfaction, released February 12th. The largely forgotten flick about an all-girl rock band from Baltimore was a poorly reviewed box office flop. Even so, it's still remembered today for being the big screen debut of Pretty Woman star Julia Roberts, who played the band's bassist, Daryl.
I think I'm in love all over again.
Roberts would get another, arguably better, chance to show off her talents in Mystic Pizza, released in October, but her celebrated career started with Satisfaction.
Orange beetle, or beetle fruit, beetle juice.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Beetlejuice hit theaters on March 30th, and it was the first feature film that really let director Tim Burton show off his goth side. The bizarre dark comedy features Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis as a ghostly couple trapped in their house with the family that purchased it subsequent to their deaths.
Oh my God.
We just have to pray the other closets are bigger than this one.
They bond with the family's goth daughter, Lydia, played by Winona Ryder,
God, you guys really are dead.
but can't quite get along with her parents, leading them to unleash the titular freelance bio-exorcist, played by Michael Keaton.
Can you be scary? What do you think of this?
Despite mixed reviews, the film was a box office hit. In the 90s, two potential Beetlejuice follow-ups, entitled Beetlejuice in Love and Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian, were written. Neither, however, was greenlit, and the sequel, Beetlejuice, wouldn't land until September 6, 2024. The film features Keaton and Ryder returning to their original roles alongside newcomers like Jenny Ortega, and it follows the adult Lydia protecting her daughter from her old enemy. It was a massive success, but Tim Burton has largely dismissed the idea of another installment.
I want my Oscar. I'll give you 10 seconds to comply.
It's safe to continue giving the award now.
Hosted by Chevy Chase, the 60th Academy Awards was held on April 11th. Winners included Best Supporting Actor Sean Connery for The Untouchables, Best Supporting Actress Olympia Dukakis, and Best Actress Cher, both for Moonstruck.
I would like to thank Mary Louise Streep, who I feel so unbelievable that I did my first movie with her, and now I was nominated with her, and I feel really thankful.
And Best Actor Michael Douglas for Wall Street. But the big winner for the night was
Bernardo Bertolucci for The Last Emperor,
which won Best Director for Bernardo Bertolucci, as well as Best Picture. My Neighbor Totoro is an animated film written and directed by the legendary Hayao Miyazaki, and it was released on April 16th. The movie follows two young girls who befriend a series of Shinto wood spirits after moving to the country with their father to be near their ailing mother.
What are you drawing, Meg? It's a big Totoro.
Now available in its original Japanese as well as two separate English dubs.
I'd love to see what your voice, what character you're playing. I love what you look like and what your voice matches. And your dress and what you wear.
It's widely considered one of the greatest animated films of all time. Most amazing of all, it was released the same day as Ghibli's highly acclaimed Grave of the Fireflies, making 1988 a heck of a year for the studio. Willow, which debuted on May 20th, is what you'd get if you combined Star Wars with Lord of the Rings. The George Lucas-produced, Ron Howard-directed adventure stars Wicket actor Warwick Davis as a hobbit-like man named Willow, who is tasked with escorting a baby back to the world of humans.
And which way do we go? That way!
Despite Val Kilmer's memorable turn as the daring swordsman Mad Mardigan, reviewers were less than enthusiastic. Nonetheless, it was a box office success. It was also the first film to utilize Industrial Light and Magic's improved digital morphing software, which would later create effects for movies like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and Terminator 2: Judgment Day.
This is the very first test we did to sort of prove the system, to try out our input scanner, our output device, our computer transformation software, prove that if we do it in one frame, we could certainly do it in a lot of frames.
Originally, the movie I agreed to do, Josh, the 12-year-old, he gets his wish, and he becomes big, but he just stays in junior high school.
119.
Give it to me. You better give it to me. You better. Look how big I am. Look how big I am. One with sauerkraut, please.
The Tom Hanks comedy Big was released June 3rd. While technically not a body swap movie,
I'm 13 years old.
Oh, and who isn't? You think that there isn't a frightened kid inside of me, too?
the Penny Marshall-directed flick is widely considered the best of the mini-wave of such films, which included All of Me, Like Father, Like Son, 18 Again, Vice Versa, and Dream a Little Dream.
There's a million robots that turn into something. And this is a building that turned into a robot. What's fun about playing with a building? That's not any fun.
A box office smash, Big earned Hanks an Oscar nomination. Pretty impressive considering he was only cast after Harrison Ford, Robert De Niro, Kevin Costner, Steve Guttenberg, Warren Beatty, Dennis Quaid, Matthew Modine, and Jeff Bridges all passed on the movie.
No two can resist the old shave and a haircut.
Shave and a haircut.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a mystery/comedy set in an alternate reality where humans exist side by side with living cartoon characters.
I always knew I'd get it in Toontown.
Behind you!
Directed by Robert Zemeckis and executive produced by Steven Spielberg, the film follows private detective Eddie Valiant as he tries to exonerate the titular Toon from murder charges.
Please, Daddy, don't tell me you're making a big mistake. I didn't kill anybody. I swear.
The groundbreaking movie, which was very loosely based on Gary K. Wolfe's novel Who Censored Roger Rabbit, featured Bob Hoskins, Christopher Lloyd, Charles Fleischer, and Kathleen Turner.
Kids love it, but adults like it too because it has a lot of double entendre.
Nice movie, Trent.
And it finished up as the second highest grosser of the year. Released June 29th, Coming to America starred Eddie Murphy as Prince Akeem of Zamunda, who travels to Queens, New York in search of a bride.
Can you make my hair look like this?
Hey, what you want to make your hair look like that for?
I'm trying to gain the interest of a certain young lady.
The surprisingly heartfelt film featured Murphy and Arsenio Hall in multiple roles.
And I want to tear you apart. And your friend, too.
As well as cameos by Don Amici and Ralph Bellamy, reprising their roles as the Duke brothers from 1983's Trading Places.
Mortimer, we're back.
With critics and moviegoers, it spawned a sequel, which was released on Amazon Prime in 2021.
He's an easy guy to like and a hard man to kill.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Die Hard was released July 15th, and action movies would never be the same. At a time when most action heroes were as invincible as superheroes, Die Hard followed everyman John McClane, a New York police detective visiting LA to reconcile with his estranged wife.
What does he think he's doing?
His job.
After a number of stars passed on the film, the lead went to moonlighting star Bruce Willis, who became an instant A-lister for headlining what is now often cited as the greatest action film of all time. As for whether it's a Christmas movie, well, let's not go there.
Got invited to the Christmas party by mistake.
Released July 15th, A Fish Called Wanda is a heist comedy written by and starring Monty Python's John Cleese. It follows a gang of thieves who turn on each other in the wake of a heist.
Are you totally deranged?
All right, I apologize.
Really sorry.
I'm really, really sorry. I apologize unreservedly.
But the main attraction is the hilarious performances by Cleese, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Palin, and Kevin Kline.
Jamie Lee, how did you get on with these talented
men that surround you in this whole film?
Well, because I'm totally untalented, it was very difficult.
Wanda received Oscar nominations for Best Director, Original Screenplay, and Supporting Actor for Klein, which he won. In 1997, the cast reunited for the spiritual sequel, Fierce Creatures, but it wasn't nearly as successful. Directed by Katsuhiro Otomo and loosely based on his manga of the same name, the animated cyberpunk action film Akira was released July 16th. The film takes place in a dystopian 2019 and follows the leader of a teenage biker gang who finds himself at odds with his best friend, who was granted telekinetic powers by a secret military experiment. Despite intense violence, the film received positive reviews. It is now regarded as one of the greatest animated films in history and is often credited with popularizing anime outside of Japan. Buddy action comedies are a dime a dozen, but Midnight Run, released July 20th, is among the best. The film stars Robert De Niro as a bounty hunter tasked with escorting a bail-jumping accountant, played by Charles Grodin, from New York to LA.
You get yourself a new watch.
Tell you when I know you better.
You know me better. When are you going to get to know me better?
Exactly.
Get to know you better. You're not going to get to know me better.
Shut up.
But what should have been an easy midnight run turns into a harrowing adventure when they find the mob, the FBI, and even another bounty hunter on their tails. Surprisingly poignant for an action film, Midnight Run turned out to be a hit with critics and audiences.
Looking at those two actors working together is a revelation, and they both have a lot of important moments where they don't say anything. Their eyes do the talking.
2 thumbs up for Midnight Run, starring Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin.
Most people wouldn't expect the writer and director of Taxi Driver to tackle the story of Jesus. But most people aren't Martin Scorsese and Paul Schrader. Last Temptation stars Willem Dafoe as the titular character and depicts his struggles with temptation in various forms.
I'm not inviting you to a celebration. I'm inviting you to a war.
The movie proved no less controversial than the 1955 novel that spawned it, resulting in protests, local bans, death threats for its director,
Where do you stand on the Last Temptation of Christ?
and even a terrorist attack at a Paris theater that was screening it. The hosted horror movie TV series, Elvira's Movie Macabre, premiered in 1981 and starred Cassandra Peterson as the body Elvira, a character based on the 1950s horror movie host, Vampira.
Oh, it's all really mean. There's a kind of a cast iron sort of industrial strength bra that's in there, pretty uncomfortable. And corset type thing, it really squishes me in. It's all me just squeezed into different places.
A movie became inevitable, and that movie, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, was released on September 30th. Peterson asked Tim Burton to direct, but he was busy with Beetlejuice. And Elvira's film, which found the goth outsider clashing with the residents of a prudish Massachusetts town, bombed.
Did you think you could stop me with your toys?
No, but I figured it'd be worth a shot.
Look!
Thanks, however, to Peterson's internet popularity, it has seen something of a reevaluation in recent years.
Till then, this is Elvira, the gal who put the boob back in the boob tube.
They Live was released on November 4th, and while director John Carpenter wanted Kurt Russell in the lead, a scheduling conflict left him casting professional wrestler Rowdy Roddy Piper. The subversive horror film follows a drifter who finds a pair of sunglasses which reveal a subliminal alien conspiracy designed to get people to consume and submit to authority.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
The film, which Carpenter considered a rebuke to consumer culture and the policies of Ronald Reagan, received mixed reviews and disappointed at the box office.
All the things that everybody strives for in America basically are created by this race of inhuman creatures that really just want to exploit us like a third world.
You can have a little taste of that good life, too. I know you want it.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end.
Child's Play debuted November 9th and instantly lodged itself in the nightmares of everyone who ever owned a creepy doll. Directed by Tom Holland, the same guy who helmed Fright Night, the film tells the tale of a widowed mother who unknowingly buys her son a trendy Chucky doll that's inhabited by the soul of a serial killer. Child's Play was loosely inspired by the craze over Cabbage Patch Kids, and Chucky himself was modeled on the popular My Buddy doll line. It drew surprisingly positive reviews, spawned 6 sequels, a television series, and a 2019 reboot.
We're friends to the end, remember?
This is the end, friend.
The coming-of-age dramedy, Cinema Paradiso, was written and directed by Giuseppe Tornatore, and it was released November 17th. Set in Sicily, the film, which boasts a score co-composed by the legendary Ennio Morricone, focuses on a movie director who returns to his hometown for the funeral of his childhood friend, a local movie projectionist.
Qualunque cosa farai, amala. Come amavi la cabina del paradiso.
A hit in theaters, it was showered with awards, including an Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film, and is now frequently cited as one of the greatest movies ever made. Directed by Don Bluth and executive produced by Steven Spielberg, The Land Before Time hit theaters on November 18th. Set in prehistoric times, the film, which was modeled on Bambi, follows a young apatosaurus named Littlefoot, who is left alone after his mother dies defending him from a T-Rex.
Don't step on a crack or you'll fall and break your back.
Met with mostly positive reviews, The Land Before Time became a franchise that grew to include a whopping 13 direct-to-video sequels, as well as a television series and video game. After the failure of 1984's The Razor's Edge, Bill Murray didn't star in a movie for 4 years. But on November 23rd, that drought came to an end with Scrooged.
I'm back.
A reimagining of A Christmas Carol, the movie follows Frank Cross, a cynical TV executive who finds himself being Scrooged by 3 ghosts on Christmas Eve.
Don't waste your life as I did mine.
Waste? How can you say that? You're a legend in this business. You're the man who invented the miniseries.
Mankind should have been my business.
Co-starring Karen Allen and packed with cameo appearances from the likes of Bobcat Goldthwait, Carol Kane, and the New York Dolls' own David Johansen. The film was a modest success, which later grew into a bona fide holiday classic. After the success of 1980's Airplane, Jerry Zucker, Jim Abrahams, and David Zucker tried their hand at television, creating the 1982 show Police Squad. A parody of police procedurals, the series starred Leslie Nielsen as Lieutenant Frank Drebin, but lasted just 6 episodes. Nonetheless, the producers decided to bring Drebin to the big screen in The Naked Gun, from the files of Police Squad, released December 2nd.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
A box office hit that was showered with critical acclaim, it is now considered one of the funniest movies of all time. In 1994, after 2 successful sequels, Zucker, Abrahams, and Zucker pulled the plug on the Naked Gun film series. But on August 1st, 2025, the world met Frank Drebin Jr. in The Naked Gun, a sequel produced by Family Guy's Seth MacFarlane and directed by The Lonely Island's Akiva Schaffer. Drebin Jr. was played by Schindler's List star Liam Neeson, and like the original, it was greeted by positive reviews and enthusiastic audiences. Written, directed by, and starring In Living Color creator Keenen Ivory Wayans, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka hit theaters on December 14th. The movie follows soldier Jack Spade.
I'm a soldier, man. I've been trained for combat.
Who returns to his home in any ghetto to avenge the death of his brother, who overdosed on gold chains. A parody of blaxploitation films, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka featured several icons of the genre, including Jim Brown, Bernie Casey, Isaac Hayes, and Antonio Fargas. It received mixed reviews, but was enough of a success to spawn a failed television pilot. The #1 grossing film of 1988 was Rain Man, released December 16th. The film stars Tom Cruise as Charlie Babbitt, a slick but selfish businessman who learns his late father left his $1 million estate to his other son, an autistic man named Raymond, played by Dustin Hoffman, who Charlie didn't even know existed.
You know this car?
I know this car. Dad lets me drive slow on the driveway, but not on Monday. Definitely not on Monday.
A smash hit with critics and audiences, Rain Man would go on to win 4 Academy Awards, including Best Director for Barry Levinson, Best Actor for Dustin Hoffman, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Picture.
Uh-oh, fart.
Yeah, Charlie Babbitt, I'll hold.
Fart.
It's like the last time.
Sorry, it's been a long 3 days. About a sushi in Japan.
Finally, the romantic comedy Working Girl debuted on December 20th. The film stars Melanie Griffith as a secretary who sees her new boss, played by Sigourney Weaver, take credit for her valuable business idea. When that boss gets laid up with a broken leg, the secretary turns the table by assuming the boss's job, and along the way, falls in love with a dashing businessman played by Harrison Ford.
I have a head for business and a bod for sin. Is there anything wrong with that?
No. Powered by Carly Simon's hit song, Let the River Run, Working Girl was a critically acclaimed hit that earned 6 Oscar nominations. So what do you think, and what was your fondest movie memory of 1988? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, check out some of these other Timeline videos.